Hey guys, welcome back to Tay TV. I'm going to be doing the most requested video. You guys have been in my comments, my DMs, my emails about making this video. But I wanted you guys to understand why I waited so long to do this video, because I didn't want to give you guys just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. You guys know on my channel, I keep it real, I'm very transparent. I tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. I tell you when I'm doing good, I tell you when I'm doing bad. And I just want to be real. I want to give some real sound advice from average people. I feel like I've been here a little bit long enough now to give a initial opinion on what I think are some of the best areas to live in Dallas. And I feel like if you ask a lot of people that live here now, they'll probably agree with me on the areas that I'm about to get into. In this video, I try to be very inclusive. I hate to feel like I'm leaving anyone out. So I listed places that are very affordable but in nice areas. I also listed places that are a little less affordable, a little bit more pricey. I also listed places that are very LGBTQ friendly. I listed some places that are great for open-minded, diverse, progressive people. I also listed places that are good for your more conservative people. So hopefully you find an area on this list that you might want to look into a little bit more that will help you narrow down your search in Dallas. Keep in mind, these brief descriptions are based on my opinions and my conversations with people that live there, okay? So if you're a Dallas native, don't come for me. Don't be like, that's not what the area is like. Well, look, that's what it was like in my eyes when I went there and when I talked to people that live there. I'm not going to make you guys wait. I know what you're here for. So let's start off with some of the areas that are really close to like the downtown area. So the first place we're going to talk about is Uptown. Now, Uptown is exactly how it sounds. It sounds a little bougie, okay? So Uptown has about, I think, like 20,000 people that live there. And just to give you an idea of the types of people that live in Uptown, there are a lot of millennials there. People born from, I believe, 89 to 96.
Fatigued lately. Instead of my daily nap, I took like 2 today. I probably have COVID. I'm just gonna not work for a week, and I was due for self-care week anyway.
If you fit that crowd and you make a decent amount of money, Uptown is a great place to live. Uptown has a great walkability. There is like a whole community of things right there. There are a lot of things to do in Uptown. I believe there's over 300 restaurants. Dallas has the most restaurants per capita. There are so many places to eat in Dallas. But anyway, that's off topic. The Uptown residents that I have met so far have all seemingly been young professionals, kind of established, definitely have their financials in order, that's for sure, because most of the apartments in Uptown are going to be about $1,500 and up. You might look up and get one for like $1,200, $1,300, but more than likely you're going to be paying a pretty penny for where you live at. And I don't know about you, but I'm not paying $15 for nothing that I'm renting. Mortgage, yes, but renting, no. However, I'm not gonna knock that if that's what you want to do. If I made enough to do that right now, I probably would. This is probably the broken me that's speaking right now. I speak Brokenese very fluently. If you guys need lessons, hit me up. I do those on the side. If you're all for luxury living, Uptown is your girl, okay? Uptown gives me very much Serena Vanderwoodson from Gossip Girl.
Hey Upper East Siders, Gossip Girl here, and I have the biggest news ever.
Uptown is only a few minutes from downtown Dallas, so you're pretty much near everything. You won't really have to drive too far to get to things. That's what I like about Uptown. Uptown has a great walkability, like I said earlier. If you're one of those type of people that like to walk out of your front door, go down the street to some bars or restaurants, cafes, little cute shops, Uptown is perfect. They have great food in Uptown. They have Moxie's. Yardbird is in Uptown. I believe that's Uptown area. I think so. I love Yardbird chicken and waffles. Please do not take me lightly when I say they have the best chicken and waffles in Dallas at Yardbird. Make a reservation. Please make a reservation. Okay, y'all, we are at Yardbird, and everybody on this side listened to me, and they got the chicken and waffles, and they are enjoying their food.
I'm finna cry.
She's finna cry. Why?
It's so good.
Scrumptious. Yes. And they got the shrimp and grits, and they hate it.
And they were so disappointed.
They hate it. They tasted our chicken and waffles, and they want to exchange. I don't know of many people that live in Uptown that have children or a family. Not to say there aren't people there that have children and families, because I am almost 100% sure that there are. But like other places on the list that I'm gonna list off that are great places for families, I haven't gotten that impression from Uptown. Okay, so the next area I'm gonna talk about is Oaklawn. And because we are very inclusive over here, I'm happy to tell some of my followers that Oaklawn is known as the center for the LGBTQ community. there is a heavy population over there. There is an area over there called the Neighborhood where they go to have nightlife, party. There's a bunch of spots over there. Although there are a lot of members of the LGBTQ community that live over in Oaklawn, it's not exclusive to them. Anyone can live over there. It's definitely a bit more affordable than uptown, and it's just north of downtown Dallas, so very convenient if you live in downtown. If you work in downtown Dallas, definitely living in Oaklawn would be very convenient for you. You can have an easy commute to work, and you don't really have to go to downtown to live because you have everything you need in Oaklawn. There's cafes, there's restaurants. Restaurants are everywhere in Dallas. You will never be lacking. Dallas is never lacking when it comes to restaurants, ever. I'm sorry, y'all, living alone, you be hearing noises, everything gotta stop, freeze. I gotta make sure those noises are not coming from within my dwelling. To give you an idea of the types of people that live in Oaklawn, a lot of people over there are very progressively minded, diverse. It's a very diverse area. If that sounds like an area that you would like, definitely check out Oaklawn. Next spot we're going to is Addison. Addison is becoming one of my favorite areas in Dallas. Addison, in my opinion, would be the perfect place for anyone that's just moving to Dallas. It's a perfect place for the 20s, 30-somethings. Addison is extremely fun, very urban area. There is so much to do in Addison, and you're super close to downtown Dallas. You're only about 15-20 minutes away depending on the route you take. It has that great balance of work play type thing, so if that's what you're going for, definitely check out Addison. Addison has the Addison Circle where there's tons of things to do over there, tons of food places, fun places, just places to hang out and meet people and possibly network. It's a great place if you're just moving to Dallas. I know I keep saying everywhere has a lot of restaurants, but listen, let me tell you, Addison has a lot of places to try food. And if you're on a diet, you might want to stay away from Addison because I don't know how you're gonna make it. Okay, it's too tempting over there. There's somewhere everywhere you turn, it's another restaurant. But no, just kidding. Addison does have a lot of vegan options, healthy food options as well. There are just so many places to eat. Also, the rent in Addison is much more affordable, much more affordable. You'll definitely be able to find a nice place in Addison for, maybe one bedroom, one bath for $1,100, $1,200 on up. You might even find a studio for $950, $1,000 even type of deal in Addison. So Addison is a great place to just get started. If you're looking for a safe place that will just kind of put you central to everything so that you can get a feel for the other areas to see if you want to move somewhere else, Addison is perfect. So now we're just gonna drive down the street to Carrollton. Carrollton is another great place to live. I think Carrollton is perfect for families because you're kind of far away from the ruckus, but you're close enough to go over there, when you get a babysitter for your kids. I don't have kids, but a lot of my subscribers do, so I try to include, different little things that can appeal to them and can help them in their search and their journey to move into Dallas as well. But Carrollton has been known for a great place for families. Carrollton has about 120,000 people that live there, so a little bit crowded, but very, very, very affordable area. My friend lives in a studio apartment there, and she only pays $950 in rent, and her studio apartment is really nice. It's not even like a studio. It's like a one bedroom, but it just doesn't have a door for the bedroom. Her bedroom is sectioned off and everything, but she lives in a nice area for about $900 and something a month. I know I've been saying a lot of these areas are very diverse, but Carrollton is ranked the 13th most diverse suburb in Texas. So that just gives you a little idea of just how diverse it is. I think majority of the residents that do live there are Hispanic, but it's an extremely diverse area. Although we are getting a little further away from the downtown Dallas area, I think Carrollton is a perfect place if you want to live there and commute to work. If you're working downtown, the ride isn't that long. I believe it's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, probably a little bit more with traffic, but not a very long ride to downtown Dallas. Another area I want to talk about is Plano. Plano is a very popular area, actually ranked the 4th best place in America to buy a home. So if you're looking into becoming a homeowner, you kind of want to plant your stakes in Dallas, I think Plano is a pretty perfect area. Like Addison and Carrollton, Plano is far enough away from downtown and the craziness of downtown Dallas, but also close enough to if you want to step out there, you know, or if you need to commute to work. Plano is a great area. There are so many job opportunities in Plano. There are so many corporate offices there. There are jobs coming up left and right in Plano. So Plano is another great place, just like Addison. If you want to just get started in Dallas, you want to be in a safe area where you can kind of get a feel for Texas, get a feel for the Dallas area, get a job, network, have fun as well, because there are a lot of things to do in Plano too. As I mentioned before, I don't have kids, but I do look at the school systems in different areas, because 9 times out of 10, wherever there's a good school system, the community is probably going to be good as well. And then if you do have kids and you're, you know, thinking about them and their education, I think Plano would be a great place to, you know, set up your family. Also in Plano is the very, very popular Shops at Legacy, or Legacy. The Shops at Legacy, something like that. But it's an area where there are tons of, you guessed it, restaurants and shopping places. Great places to take pictures. I took some there. It's a great place to go on a Saturday, on a Sunday, have brunch, walk around, window shop like me, because I'm a window shopper. I really be on here just joking, guys. If you don't know me, I joke a whole lot. I am not poor. Okay, I'm doing pretty good now. But if you go watch some of my old videos, you'll know my struggle with Dallas. It took a minute to get here, but I'm here. Also, I'll talk about the first place I moved to when I came to Dallas. I moved to Frisco, okay? Frisco is an amazing area. Amazing area, especially if you have a family, especially if you're established and you want to be away from the craziness. Frisco is perfect. Frisco is so safe. I never not once felt in danger or scared or apprehensive at anywhere in Frisco. However, it does come with some disadvantages, like being far away from everything. I was so far away from my job. I was so far away from my friends, so far away from everything. Even though it's not that far, driving 30 minutes to and from things becomes very tedious, especially if you don't take the tollway. If you are a Dallas Cowboys fan, Frisco is home to the Star, which is also home to the Cowboys practice stadium. So you might catch a glimpse at your favorite player if you walk over there, if you go over there at the right time, right day. Security is very tight anywhere they will be, so just beware. I take a lot of pictures at the parking garage at the Star. The Star also has a bunch of restaurants over there. Restaurants. I know. I'm getting tired of saying restaurant. I've said restaurant so many times in this video. You know when you say a word over and 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 over again, it starts to sound like it's not a real word. That's how restaurant is sounding to me right now. I know I didn't ask for that, but giving. So they have the common table over there. They do that hip hop brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. They play old school hip hop. The crowd for that is maybe late 20s, 30s, 40s and on up. It's more of an older crowd, probably because they do play old school hip hop, but I listen to everything, so I know all the songs that be playing over there, so I be vibing, I be having a good time. The first time I actually met friends in Frisco was over there at the common table. It was a great time. Frisco is one of those Dallas suburbs where you really don't have to leave Frisco. Especially if you work there, you really don't have to leave Frisco. Every restaurant you can think of, every food chain you can think of, every Walmart, grocery store, they have fun things to do. There's an indoor skydiving place over there. They have the Stonebriar Mall, which is a pretty good mall. They have everything over in Frisco. You really can live in Frisco and just stay in the Frisco bubble. Frisco also has a great school system. Remember what I told you. The better the school system, the better the area. And a great community in general. Everyone there is so nice. Well, at least to me, they were nice. As far as affordability for Frisco, I would definitely say that Frisco is affordable, even if you don't make a whole bunch of money. I don't even think Frisco is as expensive as Uptown. If you ask me, if you ask somebody else, maybe they'll say something different. But the apartment that I had in Frisco was only $1,100, and it was really nice. If you guys watch any of my older videos, it's a really nice apartment. And I stayed in a very good area. It was kind of away from everything. It was ducked off. I loved where I stayed in Frisco. I was just too dang on far, and I was spending so much money in gas. But Frisco is pretty affordable. I've also seen some apartments there that go for like $1,000. I've seen some that go for $900. So it all just depends. I guess it just depends on the time you're looking for apartments. And also the location. Now, just as there are some affordable places to live in Frisco, there are some very expensive places to live over there as well. And I forgot to mention that Frisco was ranked number 4 best city to live in America, period. So that should just go to show you how great of an area Frisco is. Not gonna lie to you guys, Frisco is great. I love Frisco. Whenever I do get a family and want to settle down and plant my stakes, it would be somewhere like Frisco, if not Frisco. Frisco is great. Everyone that I've ever brought there, they love it, absolutely love it. There's no bad area in Frisco. The roads, all the roads are squeaky clean, spotless. There's no construction. Like, Frisco is just a great area. Everything looks so nice. All the buildings look nice. My car was stinking up the lot because everybody over there drive Audis, Benzes, you know. Frisco is a very inspiring area to me because it made me want to work harder so that I can live, you know, not a life of just indulgence and spending, but a life that's very comfortable where I can get anything that I want and need, and do the same for, you know, others around me as well. So Frisco, 10 out of 10 Frisco. If you weren't so far, I'd still be living there. To describe the people that live in Frisco, I would think just from my experience, the people there are a little bit more conservative. I don't really see just a crowd of young people gathering in Frisco. A lot of the people that I've noticed there have been in their late 20s, early 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s on up. But definitely a little bit more conservative. And that's the only thing not gonna talk about that. Not gonna talk about it. I want to keep all my subscribers. So that concludes my video. If you have any other video topics, please leave it in the comments and I will try my best to get to them. This was a very short video, my brief opinions on different areas in Dallas that I think are great places to live. If this is your first time on my channel and you want some more tips on how to move to Dallas, how to save some money when you're doing it, please go watch my other videos. I also documented a little bits and pieces of my journey with moving to Dallas, some of my struggles, finding jobs, making friends, things like that. I also give tips on how to get like free rent, apartment locators. I got some good stuff back there, okay, in the catalog. So go look. Thanks. If when you watch some of those videos and I give you at least one tip that helps you, please subscribe. Thank you.